Let's have an in-depth and thorough look now at how to sell an on-order unit in a customer order unit deal. So it may become necessary for your dealership to process a customer order unit deal for an ordered unit. Now, this will allow your dealership to order parts and schedule service jobs, etc., prior to the unit actually arriving at your dealership. This would be a common occurrence, which is often referred to as on the water, for example, traveling from the USA to Australia, or if you're just moving a unit from one dealership to the other, as we referred to in earlier videos. It will basically allow your dealership to get parts ordered and en route so that they can arrive at the same time as the unit. So let's go have a look now at this example. We now have a very large customer order deal put in place here for Ryan Smith. The status is in progress, so let's just have a quick look at what we are seeing. We see a delivery date later than today because we are working with an on-order unit. Now when we get to the unit information, we will see here that this is the on-order unit. Now if you recall, you would have had to order that unit in your unit orders. So now that's why we are seeing that this is on order and tied to this customer order. What we also know is that when this unit arrives, we will need to put some work on it. So we will be installing this shiny part and these shiny bits, and we will be installing these parts of some stuff not in stock. And it looks like perhaps we should add some labor to this as well. And there we go, install shiny bits. But you'll also notice that, hey, the status of these parts here are required. So these are required for special order. So now what has happened is two things. These parts have been committed, which will now trigger a parts required notification for the parts department. So now the parts department will be looking at the parts required related to this customer order and getting them on order. As well as earlier, we committed these options to the deal. And when we committed these options to the deal, what happened is it, first of all, opened up a deal merchandise section. Now this deal merchandise section are the parts that will not be installed, but they will become intrinsic to the value of the unit and it will be billed to the unit deal. So when you invoice this to the deal, even though these aren't being installed, they will be billed to the unit. Secondly, now you'll see some deal service opened up. So now this gives you the opportunity to go through the regular check-ins that your service department would by creating an appointment, going through the unit check-in, going through all the concern cause corrections, which are mentioned in the service training. So we won't get too deep into that, but we will notice here that, hey, here's parts that are in stock and committed. This labor is ready, but here are parts which are required. So once again, now your parts department will be looking at parts required, needing to get them ordered in so they can be ready to let service know that they now are ready for the service job. Now you can look at your unit check-in, and that unit check-in can coincide with the arrival of the unit. So you can see now where it's quite helpful to take that order unit, know what day it's coming in, and really build up that service order, that customer order, and that merchandise order, and the deal order all at once, so that when the unit arrives, you'll have scheduled labor time in your service department. The parts will already be there, and now you can quickly and efficiently build up the rest of that unit for the sale, so that at that promise date, the deliver date, you'll be on time.